So yeah, we're here. It's the 17th year of what's now widely known, in some circles anyway, as the Conference of Polluters, which is where all the countries get together to decide what not to do about climate change. A book just came out written by Nimo Mbasi, who's the head of Friends of the Earth International, called To Cook a Continent. Those of us in the richest, most privileged parts of the world are so disconnected from the wildly accelerating increases in droughts, floods, hurricanes across the world. This is about the most vulnerable communities already getting hammered by changes that they have done virtually nothing to cause. I mean, the whole continent of Africa has its figure in the overall percentage of historical carbon emissions is 1.7%, I think. You know, it's less than 2%, and they are the ones suffering the greatest horrors of this. And we have such an insane international process that, for reasons I won't go into for the sake of time, we're calling anything up to 2 degrees C safe climate change. And we've had just under 1 degree so far, and we've seen this 400% increase in extreme weather. This is an absolutely genocidal, increasingly ecocidal, suicidal pattern we're seeing, and it is the most egregious and concrete example of the complete failure of our political system when it comes to the interests of the 1% versus the interests of the 99%. And in fact, in this case, it's the interests of the 999%. You know, this is all future generations to come. And if we can rise up and stand up for the change that we need to see to green our economy, to transform the global economy as a whole, to be fit for the planet that we're on, that would be the economic stimulus that we need globally. It would usher in the decent world which we all know we should have, and the vast majority of us believe in, but haven't yet worked out how to get together to bring about. So that's what Occupy is about. That's why it's so important to stand up on the climate issue. And just one last thing, the International Energy Agency reported 2 weeks ago that what we do in the next 5 years will almost certainly take us beyond the tipping points for runaway climate change, which means instead of a mere 500-600% increase in extreme weather, which is probably what we'll see by 2 degrees, we see an absolute spiral out of control as sea levels rise by many meters, given that 4 billion people live near the coast. I mean, this is spectacularly bad. So we still have a chance, and the reason we were doing this action, as explained earlier, is that young people occupied the conference in Durban today to stand up for the fact that this process thus far is absolutely nowhere near what we need, and actually is ushering in a new green imperialism. You know, all that climate change is being used for at the moment on a systematic scale is carbon markets, is land grabs, it's all sorts of things that put more money into the hands of the 1%. It's hot air, they call it, for the biggest fossil fuel companies on the planet. So the companies that are most responsible for this, you know, Exxon has created 20% of all global emissions ever, I think. They have made extra profits out of climate change, and last year we had the largest rise in carbon emissions in the entirety of human history. It was a 6% rise. So, like I said, complete failure to deal with it so far, but there is nothing stopping us dealing with it other than the belief that we can.